Good morning and welcome to this live broadcast. I'm MJ Lifestylist coming to you live from my home and studio in Bournemouth in the UK. And this morning we're bringing you some motivation, inspiration and conversation for your day ahead. As always, I'd like to welcome you and I'd like you to contribute by putting up on screen your 3 things that you are grateful for this morning. When we start our morning in an attitude of gratitude, we start as we mean to go on, and the rest of the day tends to unfold in a lovely way. So, good morning, good morning, good morning, wherever you are, welcome, and go ahead and share your gratitude. Now, we are live Monday through Friday from 10 until 10:30 in the morning, and then we're live on a Sunday night from 7:30 until 8:30 doing Psychic Sunday. Monday to Friday in the morning, we do motivation, inspiration, and conversation for your day ahead. So we hope that we can actually inspire you and get you to think in a positive way, in a self-affirming way moving forward. Tuesday nights and Thursday nights we do our classes. So Tuesday we do the development group, spiritual development group, and Thursdays we do our mediumship group. Both of those are £5 a week and they are paid through PayPal. The links to all of that is in our page, our Facebook page. Don't forget you can also find us now on YouTube. So if there's any of these sessions you miss out on and you want to go back and have a look, why not check out our YouTube? That's MJ Lifestylist on YouTube. Tomorrow night we have a special fundraiser. We are doing a fundraiser for Ollie, who is a little doggy who unfortunately found that he had some cancer, and his 2 daddies are doing the best they can to take him for his chemo treatments, etc. But as you can imagine, these bills just keep racking up, and so as a group, as a tribe, as a consciousness, we've decided to try and do something. So we're hosting an evening of mediumship fundraising for him tomorrow night. So I'm taking no fee from it. There's no benefit to me other than being able to help Ollie out. And his information is available on my page as well under the event for tomorrow night. So Friday the 27th, I think it's called Mediumship Evening for Ollie Saxty, I think. There's a photo of his 2 dads and him on the event. You can find it on our page, and then you can go ahead and make a donation and put your name down with them for being included tomorrow evening. And that's a lovely way to round up our week, and we are looking forward to that. Morning, Wayne. How are you? Wayne's things that he's grateful for are his husband, his family, and his positive attitude. Absolutely, Wayne. I think you are onto a winner there. Morning, Claire. How are you? Ooh, loving the picture with the victory rolls. Looking very lovely. So, what 3 things are you grateful for? Let me find a card while we wait for you to share your inspiration for today, your gratitude for today. Let's find a card and see where we go. Grateful. Oh. Claire says, grateful for good days, lovely friends, and our amazing natural world. Cool. Amazing. Making a choice. Card number 30, making a choice. It's all about making a choice. I used to say between a spiritual life and a physical life, or how you choose to balance those two. But since Corona started, I tend to think that this is a choice between work and life, work and play, work and rest. The time you spend working and the time you spend resting, because during Corona, obviously all the apple cart was upset and thrown off balance, and all of us were encouraged to stay home. And so, because we were encouraged to stay home, more of us were spending time balancing life into the mix and sort of resting from the work, and I think it's just gone in the opposite direction. So before Corona, I think a lot of us focused so much on work and not too much on our health or well-being. And since Corona started, we're focusing on health and well-being and itching to get back to work. So I think the scale went one way, then the scale went the other way, and it's time to bring it all into balance. So I think making a choice is choosing how you wish to balance your work and your life, or your work and your rest. In some cases, people have had to rethink their work entirely, and that's okay. It's just new challenges. It's card 30, so it comes to a 3, so it is all about change. So it's changing the way we perceive things, changing the way we work with things, changing the way we do things is really, really important. Morning, Sue Venus. How are you? Lovely to see you this morning. Let's see what else we've got. Oh, One Ring Circus comes up next. I'm going to try. I think it'll blur. Oh, not too much. It's card 15, which comes to a 6. It's a lady sat on top of an elephant statue on top of an island in the middle of the ocean. And she's got a top hat on. She's sitting side saddle. I always say this comes about when we feel like we're running in a one-ring circus. We feel like we're speaking and no one's listening. We feel like anything we try and say or do, people don't meet with the amount of respect or enthusiasm that we believe it should be met with. And so running in a one-ring circus just really means that you're not feeling validated at the moment. She's sitting side saddle, so she's quite comfortable. And it comes to a 6. So with 6, it's got to do with family. So maybe the family aren't hearing you, maybe the family aren't responding or working together or doing things the way that you would hope for them to be doing them. And so it's a really interesting idea. A really interesting idea to start examining things for what they're worth and how they are worthy of being validated, being done, being sorted. Really, really interesting. Oh, I'm yawning a lot today. So what have you guys been up to? What are you planning on doing today? Anyone got any exciting plans for the weekend? Anything exciting coming up for the weekend? Anything exciting coming up in your lives? Anyone celebrating anything soon? Why not share what you are up to? No one? Oh. Organising the house to put it on the market. I know you said you were moving, Wayne, but how far away are you moving? Ripping Christmas presents at the moment. Well, priorities. It's one of those things. Putting the house on the market is always a very, very difficult or trying time to do that. Don't forget to do the little life hack things, Wayne. And if you need to know what those are, get hold of me. Things like brewing fresh coffee or putting baking in the oven, or you need the sights and smells of a home, which really will help to entice people to purchase your home if they can see themselves living there. If they can feel like they're living there. Manchester or Liverpool way. Okay. And how far is that from where you are now? Like, how far drive is that from where you are now? Is it a long way away? My British geography is awful. I don't know where anything is in this country, really. Ooh. Excuse me. Oh, spirit of place. 5 or 6 hours. Oh. Now that's weird, Wayne, because as you're talking about moving, I was talking about being 30 minutes away from where you are. So I wondered if you were... Not to be funny, but in the direction of Manchester or Liverpool, what might be 30 minutes drive away from you, driving towards Manchester or Liverpool? Manchester, yeah, Manchester or Liverpool. What would be 30 minutes drive away in that direction? The next card I've got for everyone is Spirit of Place. It's a green card, so it's going to disappear. There we go. But you can see the woman's face. And she has butterfly wings over her eyes, so there's transformation. And there's autumnal leaves, but she's sort of molded against the tree. Now, this talks about being in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. So Spirit of Place tells us that we are heading in the right direction and we're able to get and do whatever we want to do because we are actually in the right place and the right time to do it at the moment. So it's an indicator that we're on the right track, which is always good. Always, always good. Wayne, I'll call you just after this. I'll video call you just after this because that's a whole conversation. But I've got a funny inkling, a funny feeling. So we shall see. Mr. Tixiera Morgan Williams. Tixiera Morgan Williams. Good Lord, you've got like a triple barrel surname. Yeah, triple barrel. Talk about living up to the Joneses. We're Joneses. Field of Dreams. Field of Dreams is interesting. It's also a green card, so it'll disappear. It's 21, which comes to a 3, which is about change. And Field of Dreams has all these fairies sitting on eggs in a field. And the interesting thing is that they are all sort of waiting for these eggs to hatch. There's lots and lots of green butterflies above them. Again, transformation, change. But Field of Dreams is all about putting all your things in one place, all your eggs in one basket kind of thing. Like putting all your dreams you want to achieve on a list or on a vision board or something like that, where they can be seen, where they can be viewed at all times, and to see how they come to fruition because you're collecting them in one space. Hey, Adrian, how are you, my darling? Adrian, you're unable to attend this evening, correct? Or was that your friend, Emily? I don't know. I might even have the wrong friend. Adrian, are you able to come tonight or not? Because you paid for it last week. Or is it that you have to use the ticket for some other time? Just let me know. Either way. Oh, gosh. Yes, sorry, just started on the insulin pump, so focusing on that. Yes, you can't come tonight, or yes, you can come tonight. I'm confused now, Adrian. Not too sure if Emily's coming. I will ask her. Okay, but you are or you aren't? Well, I'm going to include you anyway, and then you can just arrive if you're arriving. Because now I'm confused. You know, it doesn't take much to confuse me. Oh, okay. Right. Cool. Thank you for letting me know. I'm not going to pop all of these little messages up on screen because they're all to do with other stuff. Right. Morning. Sorry a bit late this morning, says Tony Goswell. Hey, Tony. How are you? Oh, I like your avatar. It kind of actually looks like you, too. I like that. I like that. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Right, let's pick another card for you guys. So no one's really chatty today. I am very well, thank you, Adrian. Thank you for asking. Very, very well. A little bit weird this morning. I had the weirdest dream. Before I woke up, I had this weird dream. Must have been at some sort of like a holiday town, like with a beach, and I was walking through like a shopping center that was right on the beach, and then like a shopping arcade that was right on the beach, and I decided not to walk down the arcade. I wanted to cut through one of the shops. But I got into the shop, and then I got into the back offices somehow, and then I was kind of stuck, and they were all laughing at me because I thought I could quickly do a sneaky cut through, and I got stuck in the shop. And then I came out of that and then went down the arcade and got to the beach. But then the beach turned into like a riverside walk, which is weird because like the sea sand all of a sudden just turned to like a woodland walk. And then I had sort of me walking down this path. The river was on my right, and people were walking their dogs on my left, and I got to chatting to two little dogs that looked like brothers, held by two different people. And then there was a bigger dog, but big as in fat, not as in build, like it was had overeaten. And it was the weirdest thing because I was playing with these two little like tiny floor mop dogs, tiny fluffy numbers, and one of them was like really clamping down on my finger, which I was letting it do. And then I took my finger back and kind of went like that over its mouth without any pressure or anything, but to stop it from biting. And the owner was sort of talking to me about what I was doing, and I was explaining. And then without any warning, the big dog, the fat dog, came running back at us and came to come sit by me and play by me. This is all really weird. And then I'm playing with this dog, and then the owner calls it back, and it goes charging towards her, but she's standing next to the riverbank, and as it jumps on her, they both fall into the river, and then I woke up. I mean, how weird is that? So I've got rivers and dogs and a seaside town that morphs into a river, and a shopping arcade with shops and little offices at the back of the shops. It's all a little bit surreal, so I need to work out what that all is. So I'm going to have to break it down into pieces and then figure the pieces out and then put it all back together again, I think. Does anyone else have these weird kinds of dreams? Morning, Kelly. How are you? Does anyone else have these weird kinds of dreams? Because I sure did this morning. And that's what woke me up, and that was 9:15. My alarm had already gone off, and I'd ignored it. So I actually got out of bed late, which is probably also why I'm yawning, but I got out of bed late. Because I usually get out of bed at 9, have my morning rituals and my tea and my meds, and then get here for 10. But I'm not sure why I'm dreaming of rivers and dogs and dog walkers and paths, and it's just a little bit and for me these surreal dreams are weird because they don't have a theme, they have several components and they all kind of mash together, which makes it a little bit more cryptic to decipher. And so yeah, I think I need to look up each part of the dream, figure that out, and then see where I go from there. Very weird. Mum used to have this pink dream book, which whenever she had an odd dream, she used to look it up in the book. I've got dream books, Eddie. I've got dream books, and I will be looking it up later. And then obviously we've all got Google. But if you're doing the same thing that I'm doing and you're looking up things, please, 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 on Google, don't just take the first thing and call it gospel. I would definitely look for 3 references to the same answer. So if Google gives you the answer, boom, then carry on reading down and see if anything else below it matches the first answer. And I look for 3 sources to be the same sort of information before I take it as the information. If that makes any sense. But Weird, weird, weird dream. Very weird dream. I always have weird dreams. I had one the other day that I gave birth to a Jack Russell and I woke up trying to find it to breastfeed it. Lovely. I have no idea how to answer that. Well, breastfeeding would be about nurturing. Do you have a Jack Russell dog? Because I do, but I'm not loaning her to you. But Jack Russells are small dogs. They're very tenacious. They're very feisty. They hold on to things and don't let go. So if you look at symbolism around the elements of your dream, Kelly, and that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to sort of break it down rather than trying to make sense of the dream. I'm going to break it down into pieces. So what does it mean to dream about rivers? What does it mean to dream about the ocean? What does it mean to dream about shopping centers? What does it dream, about dogs? So I break down all the pieces. I get meaning for each of the pieces, and then I put them in order as how the dream happened again, and then I try and work out what the theme is based on that. Hi Liz, how are you this morning? Oh, pardon me. Hi Liz, how are you this morning? Hope you are well. Don't have a Jack Russell. Loss, yeah. Yeah, there could be an element of loss in there because you can't find it. Yeah. It's incredibly interesting, but that's what I would do, guys. I would break it down into its components. So like what are the elements that make up this dream or this dream sequence? Boom, 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 boom. And then, okay, these are the elements. And so how do I now verify them? Well, I would find sources of information that back each other up. I would find 3 to make it a solid. So the first explanation on Google might match with the third and the fifth, and the second and the fourth have nothing to do with the same thing. Then I would take the first one because it matches with the third and the fifth. So there's 3 different references that match or that blend together with the same idea. I'd look for answers in 3s, and then that would be the answer for that thing. And then each element you find the answer to separately, and then put your dream back into chronological order with the elements in order, and then read the answers to each element after each other, which might not make sense initially, and then try and see how they would make sense. It takes a little time to do that. Yes, Liz, I'm sure you're a lot more awake than me. I went to bed at 3 o'clock this morning and woke up at 9:15 in a fright. I don't sleep well recently. But I do apologize for the yawning. We'll add it to the sniffing. We'll add it to the long list of things I do wrong. Oh, Liz. I think for you it's all about the flow as it was about a river. I feel it's how you want things to be, but with the beginning was like a shopping center, and the sort of the, what do you call them? The arcade of the shopping center was sort of winding. And then I got to the beach and I was walking on the sand in my trainers, which I thought was weird. And then that was windy as well, like a winding pathway. And then all of a sudden the sea was on my right, and then the sea turned into a river and I was on a woodland path. So there's this whole idea of path and winding and flow. The dogs, I don't know, dog biting on my finger and the other dog coming to sort of jump on me and jump and play by me, and then running to its owner and jumping on her, and they're both landing in the river with a massive splash which woke me up. I don't know. We'll see. That's not good. I wouldn't be able to function on that much sleep. Yeah. I do 6 to 7 hours a night at the moment. And I've got a full day today, so I can't really take time out today. I might catch a snooze this afternoon for an hour or so before tonight. Liz, we are on tonight, by the way. So anybody who wants to come and attend the mediumship tonight, if you paid for your ticket last week, it's obviously valid for this week. If you haven't paid for your ticket, it's £5, and you pay for your ticket, and then I include you in a little multi-message for everyone, and I send out the details to everyone. So that's if you wanted to attend this evening for our mediumship via Zoom. Great, I shall be there. Amazing, Liz. I look forward to working with you this evening. Right, guys, I am going to start signing off. I'd like to thank you for being here. I'd like to thank you for your attendance, participation, chat, all of the above. And I would hope that you take care of yourselves and each other. Please, please, please understand that you're doing the best that you can with the tools that you've got. And until we can see you again, take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic day. Be blessed. Namaste.